Hi, my name is Krista Mahon, independent designer with Couture from Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we're going to chalk a B-size transfer on the slopes. It is a layering project, so we're going to do one layer and then the other layer on top. This is the old hexagon board. It is retired. I had some leftovers. It does hang here, so we are going to use this surface. We're going to go ahead and mark our packaging with our Sharpie. So this one's on the slopes. And the reason why we mark the packaging is because these transfers are reusable. So once they're dry, we put them back in the packaging. You're just going to set the packaging aside. You're going to grab the transfer trimmers. These are awesome scissors, lefty or righty. They do not rust. We're going to cut on the cut line here. And then we're going to mark the individual transfers, the front and the back. And the reason why we do that is because once they're dry, we put them on the back on the backer. Also, when you dry, you want to dry sticky side down. So our sticky side up, So this side with the Sharpie mark will lay flat down on whatever you're drying. Okay. So this one we're going to mark on the slopes. Okay. And then this one we'll mark the front and back. And then life is better. And all our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times, sometimes even more. We're going to be using a stir stick, 2 different squeegees. So these are our minis. We're going to grab our fuzzing towel. And the reason why we fuzz is to pick up a little bit of lint on the transfer itself, so it doesn't stick to our surface so well that it won't come off. Okay, so we set the backer aside and we fuzz. And on this one, it has a layering piece. So we are going to, since we're working on chalkboard, our Chalkology paste is washable. So we're going to go ahead and use these chalking register marks, and that will help us layer this project. Okay, so we're just going to line it up here and get it in the center to the best of our ability. And with a lot of silkscreen area, you want to just work your way from one side to the other and try to get all the bubbles out. If there's a bubble, just lift up and put it back down. I'm just going to get all the bubbles out. I'm actually going to change my mind and use a bigger squeegee. This is our regular, it's called a small, and these are minis. Since we're going to do this all one color, I'm going to switch to the bigger one. We're going to use bright white for our background here. And when there's a layering project, you always want to just make sure, some of them they're marked like layer 1, 2, 3 on the transfer. This one is not marked, but you always want to use the one with the most silk screen and do that one first. Your paste consistency should be like yogurt. If it's too dry, it can dry quick. If too dry, it dries too fast. It can cause problems. So you want to make sure that you have the right consistency. And then go ahead and start chalking. Like I said, we're going to put the register marks on here because we are using chalkboard, so we can wipe them off at the end because our Chalkology paste is washable. So we're just going to squeegee on. This is a lot of silkscreen area, guys, so it's going to take a little bit more paste than usual. Still don't take that much, but more than just a little project. I'm not putting that much on my squeegee, but we will dip it a few more times. The whole goal is to get the silkscreen area covered. If you go off the teal part, not a big deal on chalkboard because we can clean it up and wash it off. And make sure we get our register mark here. And then to go over lightly, I'm just going over lightly to get all the lines out so it's a nice, smooth, clean chalk. Hopefully we won't be able to see any of our lines. And then we're going to go ahead and peel it up Perfect. So those little marks are in the transfer, so it looks kind of distressed. So I like that a lot. This goes in the water. I have a water bath next to me. And we just take our board eraser. They come in a pack of 2. And we just wipe down the transfer. It's highly recommended not to leave it in the water too long to get the most uses out of your transfer. It's better to wash right away and don't leave them soak in the water, okay? So once again, 8 to 12 times, sometimes more. If you take care of the transfer, you could get more out of them. And then you just want to wipe it down with a board eraser. I always wash mine right away. Some people might let theirs sit and not in the water, but outside of the water, and then wash at the end. But I just wash as I go. It's easier for me. And then you always want to dry sticky side up, okay? So this gets put face down, okay? The Sharpie mark, okay? And then we're going to dry this, and then we'll put our second layer on. So I use a blow dryer. You can use a heat gun. Heat gun gets it really hot fast. I prefer a blow dryer, so that's what I'm going to do. So you never want to chalk on something that's hot, okay? So you want to bring this back to room temperature before you put the next layer on. We're going to set that aside so we can fuzz our next layer. So we're going to go ahead and peel this. And we'll set this aside. And when you're layering, you want to make sure you fuzz really well, so it doesn't pull up the layer underneath. I'm going to try to line it up to the best of our ability with our chalking register marks here. Okay, that should be good. Still a little bit warm, so we have a little second here to. So this looks like Life is Better goes over that, and then the mountains go on top of the line. So there's one mark. I was going to do that in silver, but I think since I'm going to go black because the words on the slope were cut out, and then on the mountains, I was going to go silver as well. So let's do that. Let's go silver on the mountains. This is shimmer silver. These are stir sticks, guys. They're all reusable. They're plastic. The squeegees are reusable. They're rubber. The stir sticks, I just put them in my bath of water and the squeegees, and I will wash them at the end. This paste is a little bit too thick for my liking, so I just add a little bit of water. I use filtered water. It's highly recommended distilled or filtered, not tap, when you're adding it to your paste. So that's much better. So I'm going to go ahead and do the mountains silver. Storm gray would be really pretty as well, but I think I'm going to like this shimmer on here. Shimmers do take a little bit longer to dry, and they have a little bit different texture. It's kind of has a little bit of, it's not gritty, but it sounds a little bit gritty. So it just is a little bit different. Shimmers come in all different colors. I love all the shimmers. Okay, and then we're going to do the black. This is Black Velvet on Life is Better. I'm just going to get the whole silkscreen area. And we're not going to do the register marks again because we don't need to. And then we will wipe them off at the end. Okay, in the water bath we go. I'm just going to peel this off. Oh, I love it, guys. It's adorable. So let's clean this real quick, and then we will wipe off the registration marks here. And don't forget to dry sticky side up. So the Sharpie mark will be facing down. It's a cute B-size transfer. It would be really cute inked on a shirt, a backpack. It would be really cute. Something you might take your ski and ski in with you. Okay, to get rid of the little registration marks, we're just going to take a paper towel. And my hands are a little bit wet already. And just wipe it off. And be gentle not to obviously scratch my other part of my transfer. Alright guys. So here is Life is Better on the slopes. At the end of my chalking, I will add some water to my regular paste. I usually don't have to add water to my shimmers. I shut them up for the evening, the night, day, whatever, and they'll be good to go for next time. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below, and you can check out my chalk site below. Thank you. Bye-bye.